Okay, I'm going to probably redo this video because I'm not very well prepared here. But I'm going to go underneath this truck and we're going to look at the difference between old school and new. First and foremost, I don't have to jack this truck up to get under it. That's a nice thing. Okay. This is, I don't know if I can do this. I might be too close. Here is a U-joint in action, like my fingers on each side. And I can turn this. You can see how that turns. This is for the four-wheel drive. In an older truck like this, I have a solid axle tube going left to right. And in the middle of it, again, I'm too close, I think. In the middle of that, I've got a differential. And at each of the corners, at each of the wheels, there's another somewhat of a U-joint. But I don't have independent suspension in this vehicle. This is old school. I've got heavy-duty leaf springs at all four corners, so it does not compress. Today's springs and front ends compress so far that transaxle, that drive shaft has to be able to flex with it. At the same time that you're turning a corner, hitting a pothole, and moving forward at 30, 40, 50, 60 miles an hour, it all needs to flex. This is different. This is heavy duty, but not comfy. But there is a U-joint. So if somebody tells me, or they don't have to tell me, I had to replace this one recently, I can take this apart and put that cross-shaped piece I showed you before. That's the actual universal joint. That's what U-joint stands for. And I can put that in myself, which I've done them all. If I come to the back, let's see if I can do this without getting myself all messed up. So here, we've got an engine that is going forward to backward, like you're used to. And in the very tail end, there's the drive shaft, which goes all the way to the back axle to the differential. Now, inside the tube of the axle tube, I do have two axles, one from each side, because as I turn a corner, one wheel's got to go faster than the other. And so you can't have just one single axle across there like you would, let's say, in an old go-kart. Go-karts that kids run around in sometimes they'll just have a sprocket on a steel bar, and that steel bar is the axle with a wheel on each end. And so what happens is if you're going really fast and you go to turn, back end slides out because it can't adapt. The outer wheel can't go faster than the inner wheel. So anyway, we have to be able to do that or we'd be skidding around every corner. But this is real old school here. You can see the suspension is leaf springs. It's pretty heavy duty, but it's not going to be as comfortable, but therefore it has different equipment. It doesn't need CV joints. All right, this is bad. I'm gonna have to redo this whole video. I think it's pathetic. Anyway, I gotta go to the eye doctor. Bye.